What did you think of?
You can talk about this and describe what's wrong with it and whatever.
Why don't you just take pictures of it?
That's what I'm doing. I'm filming you.
Ah.
And I want you to say what's happening.
What's happening is that the only way to make this work is to kind of pull the thread out of the tip. And even then, you know, and as far as working from a base and working up, it just makes lumps.
It seizes from the reflection of the
Well, I'm going to try it on a piece of black here now. See if it does any better, but yeah, slightly better on the black.
So you need to have a dark, matte, non-reflective surface.
I think what you need is a way of adjusting those three lights so that you can turn them up or down depending on what you're doing and how fast you need the thing to dry.
The intensity of your blue light.
Yeah, but I frankly think that the material, because it never seems to get past being sticky, we had stuff sitting here for several days that remained sticky the whole time, you know, sitting out in a lit room. I mean, you know, this is as good as it got, a couple of straight pieces, but that was more good luck than good design. So I'm really disappointed with how it doesn't work very well. Plus, this seems to be, I don't know, I think this is a red. The colors aren't very intense, but this is the only one that actually seems to run very well. The others, none of them work very well at all. So I don't know if the color makes any difference or if it's just how I was doing things, but I couldn't imagine trying to follow a template or a pattern or anything on this at this stage.
The motor doesn't seem to be strong enough to push the fluid either.
Well, not fast enough to get ahead of the light, that's for sure. Because it just, you know.
And you've trimmed the tip to be less restrictive.
Yeah, I did. I've trimmed, and that may be why it's curling more now, but it seems to work better than the tip did before I cut it off. But and my hands are getting all sticky from the whatever
fluid.
That is from the fluid.
The resin.
Resin.
The clicking sound that it makes seems to be like it's skipping or missing.
And this is on high speed. Slow just seems to, let's put it on slow. Slow, it's not pushing enough resin out to matter.
There's a little bit coming there.
Yeah, very little bit. But it's hardening before it can get very far. Even when I'm pulling it out, it hardens and breaks off. Doing it without the light. It was very slow, but I can lay down a bead of this. And that's with no light and going on slow. The other thing I don't like about this is it's hard to end it without having a tail stick out. Can't seem to make a neat ending to anything.
you have to
No.
use your blue light.
Yeah, and how do I do that without jiggling this around till it falls apart? The controls.
Should be a way to switch from, like a rocker switch, where you could switch from no light to blue light.
Without interrupting the flow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Switch your light on and off.
And the other thing is that of course the controls opposite where I can see, so you know there's no easy way to adjust what I'm doing without stopping, switching it.